Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check that, street. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. Boy, that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Street. Cowboy 80.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Go check, go check.
Mixon will try the right side. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Ready?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Check contact, check contact. Seven Pirates. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here we
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Come 19. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and the Bengals have recovered it.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Cut. Ready.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 6. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll look to throw here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and
Here we go. Track.
2nd and 10.
Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robbie Anderson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go check.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Okay, ready?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway game.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Check contact, check contact.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We can have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision.